pide. Abimin de pidesi.
What's up and welcome to another episode of Chopstick Travel. My name's Luke Martin and today is day 4 here in Istanbul, Turkey. This is our last day here and we still have a lot of things we want to try. So we've planned a full day of eating, and if you didn't see yesterday's episode, we tried the most succulent and delicious cog kebab. So today for lunch we are getting our meat fix. We are at another kebab restaurant here in Istanbul and I can see just layers of fat and meat. Okay, I'm just gonna rip a piece of this little wrapper off and then I'm gonna make my own little lamb kebab wrap. And look at that. Oh man, that came off really easily. That is seriously one of the juiciest meats I've ever tasted. So if you haven't checked out that episode already, hit the link down in the description box. And like I said, we've got a full day of eating planned ahead of ourselves. So let's go get breakfast. So for breakfast today, we are at a little restaurant called Lade's Menemen, and they are serving menemen, which is a Turkish style of scrambled eggs. And we just ordered ours up. It is absolutely beautiful looking. It is these super, super creamy eggs. And we ordered ours with Turkish sausage, which is called sucuk, which is a beef sausage made with cumin and spices. And then you can just see that this has been cooked actually inside of the bowl that it's served in. So I'm gonna mix that up a little bit. There's also green peppers in there and tomatoes. So over here, we've also got ourselves a chai. I'm gonna drop in a nice little sugar cube here, mix that up. And of course, this is served with a huge mountain of bread, sort of like a baguette style bread. So another thing you're gonna want to do with this menemen is add a little bit of salt and pepper. So I'm gonna add some salt in here and add a little bit of pepper. It's not really seasoned before they serve it to you, so you're gonna wanna season it yourself. And this is just super, super creamy. Check that out. Oh man. It kind of reminds me of chili, like chili stew, but I think actually I could add a little bit more spice. They've included some chili pepper flakes on the table. And I'm gonna add just a little bit of this in here. It is smoldering hot. There's oil forming on the top of that. Then let me grab some bread here. Rip a piece off. Oh, that's my fork. Oh man, that is such a hearty, kind of home-cooked comfort food. Man, that's good. So it is quite a plain dish before you season it. You're definitely gonna want to season it. I like it with a little bit of chili pepper, and I love the Turkish sausage in there, that sucuk. Look at that bite. There's a ton of that sausage, man. And then lapping it all up with the bread. This is just seriously joyful.
So that place is especially convenient if you're staying in the Taksim area like we are. For breakfast, you can go there. It's open kind of all day and also early in the morning. It's really good. We are headed right now to a palace to kind of digest the food before we go on to the next one.
Turkish is one of those languages that is quite hard to pronounce, and the name of this palace is no exception, so I'm going to put it on the bottom of the screen here. But we are here at the palace now, and from what I understand, this is where the sultans moved after leaving the Topkapi Palace.
Yeah, so we were just at the Topkapi Palace yesterday, so we're gonna come and see where they moved the Ottoman sultans to kind of this modern day palace, and there's like calligraphy inside and different art pieces, so we're gonna go in and check it out.
Yeah, let's go. finished off exploring the palace. That was absolutely extravagant. It is so beautiful and really large. Unfortunately, there was no pictures allowed inside. We are finished now though. It has started raining a little bit, but I think we're going to head to get lunch now. We're going to get a doner kebab.
Var 200 dürüm yapıyoruz. Böyle 200 de abimin de pidesi. Dürümler orada.
So we have come to get our doner and we are just blown away already from this spot because he has literally probably the world's largest doner kebab I've ever seen for sure. I'm not sure if there's a bigger one in the world. Let me know down in the comment box if there is, but this guy is like the king of kebabs. He's got this huge vertical spit with all of that lamb meat roasting and it just smells incredible. We ordered ours up. We ordered the kind, the pide kind, which is with this nice soft bread. There is tomatoes and peppers in there, but it's really all about that meat. So let me dig into this. This just looks too good. Oh man, that is seriously good. So it's not too salty whatsoever. It's really the highlight there. It's the lamb meat is so ridiculously succulent. This puts the other doner we had at the Grand Bazaar to shame. This is seriously good. That massive lamb spit is just completely dripping with juices everywhere, and I love the bread that this is served in as well, and then a nice little vegetable green pepper tomato kick too. Let's go for one more bite. Oh man.
So this place has become very famous, and that's probably due to the sheer size of the display. And when you have places like that, sometimes the quality is compromised, but here it's not the case. This is really juicy and succulent, and you can tell that the meat is of high quality. Really delicious.
It is raining quite hard now here in Istanbul, but that doner kebab blew my mind. Seriously, that is worth the trip to Turkey alone. Definitely the best one I've ever had, and I'm guessing that's one of the best in all of Istanbul. So we are in an area that has a lot of good looking snacks. We spotted something else up the street, so we're gonna go try that right now.
So we spotted this little cafe on our way to the doner, so we decided to come back and try it. This place is selling gözleme. It's a little cafe, so we ordered a mixed one, so we're just waiting for it to come now.
So our flatbread has arrived. We've already tried this once here in Istanbul. It's a really like good on-the-go snack. We ordered the mixed kind, so I'm not exactly sure what it's stuffed with, but I'm guessing it's probably cheese, and I see some parsley peeking out, so let's just crack it into it so we can see for ourselves what is inside. I don't know if there's going to be meat. I don't really expect there to be meat, but potentially there is. But definitely cheese. I can smell the cheese. Oh yeah. Yeah, so it looks like just cheese and parsley actually. A couple different types of cheese maybe. Look inside there. Oh man. Look at that. I see also some onions, and it looks like some tomatoes. I don't know if there's potatoes in it. I don't think there's potatoes, just onions. Okay, I was wrong for sure. There is a ton of potatoes in there actually, and I don't think there's actually any onions. And it's kind of starchy. It's sort of like a potato flatbread. It kind of almost reminds me of like a paratha from India. It's very hearty, and I think it could be cooked a little bit longer because the outside isn't very crispy. Let's try the tea though. Yeah, this is gonna be filling, but let's keep going. So that was quite disappointing actually. It is really coming down out here. There is one more spot that we wanted to try that is close to here, and that is for some seafood stuffed mussels.
Ooh, let's go try it.
So we just got our stuffed mussels. They actually come in this kind of like Kentucky Fried Chicken style bucket, and you can see it is just filled to the top with these stuffed mussels. These mussels should be stuffed with some spiced rice, and we're also served a lemon. So I'm gonna grab one of these. I love mussels, and yeah, look at that. Oh man, you can see the mussel there with all of that rice in there. Oh man, okay, let me break this off. Grab a little bit of lemon. Definitely want to squeeze some lemon on there. Oh man, those are super soft, almost creamy. A little bit of sourness from that lemon. That rice isn't spicy. It was definitely got a little bit of like a black pepper flavor, but that mussel is extremely tender. It just falls apart in your mouth. Oh man, this is like the perfect snacking food. Just sit here and eat these. If I can open it up. There. Yeah, check those out. Oh man, these are good. A little bit more lemon. Let's try that. Oh man, these are perfect snacking food. I could go for a glass of beer right now. So we did a lot of snacking today for lunch. We are quite full. Those stuffed mussels were particularly delicious, and that is a really popular spot. So I think we're gonna head now to get a cup of coffee.
Small spoon, teaspoon.
Yeah.
Three
scoop? Okay.
Turkish coffee. Medium sugar for 1, not full. 2, half.
Okay.
Okay. Hot water. 1 cup.
1 cup, yeah.
This is 1 cup. Mix.
So for coffee today, we are at the most famous place to try traditional Turkish coffee. This place is called MONDO. This is a over 50-year-old cafe, and we just ordered up our beautiful cup of Turkish coffee. You can see there, it is the extremely thick, dark coffee, and the way that they make it is pretty unique. The owner actually just walked me through the steps. They mix in the coffee grinds, which are specifically ground to be Turkish coffee, and mixes it with the amount of sugar that you order. And you don't boil the coffee, you actually just bring it up to the right temperature, and they use a special device that's like a little copper pot, handheld pot, that they use to cook it. So this looks like almost like the texture of like melted chocolate or mud. Oh man. Whew. Yeah, that'll wake you up in the morning for sure. That is really rich. It's kind of got a little bit of a bitterness and a little bit of an acidity too. I ordered mine with the medium sugar. It's not too sweet, but it is all about the texture. There's almost like little kind of sandy coffee grinds in there. It's almost gives it like a gritty texture, but very thick. Let me try one more drink. Oh man. Ooh.
So like Luke said, this coffee is very silty. It's thick and unfiltered, and actually one of the traditions is to leave the silt alone so that it sinks to the bottom of your cup, and then when you are finished the coffee, you can use the patterns at the bottom of the cup to tell a fortune. So you have to leave the silt alone when you drink Turkish coffee. Ooh. I actually ordered mine without sugar. Oh, that is bitter. That is like a punch in the face.
Okay, we are all revved up after that super strong cup of Turkish coffee. Definitely try that place out for the best authentic Turkish coffee here in Istanbul. Now we are heading to the other side of the water to check out the Egyptian spice market. So we have made it to the Egyptian spice market. This is similar to the Grand Bazaar, but a lot less touristy. It's also a lot smaller, and as the name suggests, they specialize in spices here. So as soon as you step into this really old building, since 1664, you just get a huge waft of spices, especially saffron, and it kind of spills into the outdoor. So we're in the indoor section now. We're gonna walk around, check it out. Something you'll notice as soon as you step outside of the Egyptian spice market indoor part to the outdoor part is the smell of roast coffee. There are some really famous coffee roasters that serve the Turkish coffee grinded beans to pretty much the whole of Turkey, and you can just smell this, like the smoky kind of chocolatey scent of that coffee in all of these little alleyways. So after all of that exploring in the market, that was a lot of fun, but we are getting a little bit hungry again, so we're heading now to a restaurant that serves kokoreç. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready?
Oturma gel.
Welcome. Evet, 2 yarım bir çeyrek.
So we found the kokoreç stall, and what kokoreç is a traditional Turkish dish consisting of lots of different parts of the lamb. So there is the small intestine that is wrapped around all kinds of different intestinal organs like the heart, the liver, the lungs, the thymus gland, and that is all spiced and then put on a spit and then grilled. So I've ordered it up. It comes kind of in a sandwich here, and he heavily spices it with some chili flakes. Maybe it's a za'atar or just thyme, and then some salt. So you can see I've got my sandwich here. You can see all of those lamb intestines in there, and honestly, it smells and looks a lot better once you have it in your hand than the way that it sounds, me describing it right there. So let's try it out. Oh man. Oh, that is delicious. I was kind of thinking that it was going to be a little bit chewy considering the ingredients, but actually it's very tender and very juicy, and there's sort of some little crispy bits in there as well. And honestly, if you can get over the fact that it's just a bunch of intestines, it is really, really delicious. Cool. Okay guys, that is going to be it for our episode today, and that will be it for our series here in Turkey. We had an incredible time exploring Istanbul, and I'm sure we will be back again very soon. If you haven't already, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you're notified when we post a video. Our next series is from Israel, Palestine. We are super, super excited to visit there for the very first time. So if you guys enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Let us know down in the comment box what your favorite episode from the Turkish series was, and we'll see you again very soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.